today. I'm really blessed. I have a full-time job and I'm thankful for relationships in my life. My mother and I are on good terms. We get together, sit down and go over old pictures. I have friends and a church community that supports me and things are on the right track. There was times in my life where I didn't experience the things that I do today. In my late teens, I had a traumatic experience that really seemed to trigger my mental health problems. I was holding conversations in my mind with people that weren't even there. I was diagnosed as bipolar schizophrenic. I had lost 20, 30 pounds maybe. I know I put my parents through some things I regret. I know there was times when I didn't feel I was mentally ill. And I couldn't understand why people didn't respond or understand me the way that I thought. It's often difficult for the person who's going through the mental crisis to realize where they're at. My parents were looking for someone to help in these situations, and they needed a support group, and it was about that time No Longer Alone came into existence, and they were excited and got involved with that right away. I had two terrific caseworkers, Bob Weaver and Ellen Steffi, and Ellen really helped me with finances and getting me a job and getting to appointments and taking my medication. And Bob, he was always there for me. They gave me their numbers, and if there was ever a crisis, I was free to call them. I had gone quite a few years without a relapse, and I was doing well. I felt like I could handle things again, and I went out and I discontinued taking my medication, and I was just unclear. I ended up taking roads that I shouldn't have and was well out of route. I was in upstate New York, and it was in the wintertime. I tried to pull into a parking lot, and I got the truck stuck. And my thoughts were that unclear, and I was so out of reality. I left without a coat or anything in 7 degrees and headed down the highway. I was in the early stages of frostbite and hyperthermia and whatnot, and I flagged down a snowplow, and he called the police. I came back to Lancaster, and I had lost my job. Bob came over faithfully to my place and helped me get reestablished. After a period of time, I was able to get reinserted to drive a tractor trailer. I am really, really thankful for where I'm at from where I've come from. I love my parents. I'm thankful for what they did for me. And the Lord's good. Having somebody in your corner when things are going against you, it really meant a lot to me. No Longer Alone is the type of organization that I feel can make a difference. I can honestly say No Longer Alone was there for me regardless of what came down the road.